Hello, you guys. My name is Braden. I'm a PA student at the University of Kentucky, and I've made this video. It's kind of like a crash course on Caspa and applying the cycle, everything, since it's right around the corner. This is specific to the, I guess it's 18-19 cycle. It's still 17-18 right now, but the 2018-2019 cycle will open at the end of April. So be on the lookout for that. You can't create an account for that cycle until it's open. So that's why this video is going to be helpful to you. It kind of stinks because you hear about Caspa all the time, but you can't access it until the cycle opens. And then you almost feel behind when it does open. So this is just going to walk you through what Caspa looks like, how it's laid out, everything like that, so you can kind of get a head start. So I made my account almost a PA, so that's why it says hello almost. When you first create an account, this is what you'll see. You just choose when you plan to start the program. A lot of programs start in the fall, so we'll choose fall 2020. Continue. Here it brings you to the screen of all the programs you can apply to, and because of the date of this video, it's only showing me the available programs. So those programs whose deadlines haven't yet passed. So that's why I don't have a whole lot. The initial fee for one program is going to be $177. Each subsequent program is going to be $51. So you can see there, it keeps track of all of your fees for you. And keep in mind that there's going to be supplemental application fees, which we'll get to later. But yeah, it's very, very user-friendly, easy to use. Let's see, we'll add one more just for the heck of it. And then once you're done selecting your programs, as you can see here, you can search by organization name, deadline, which state it's in, the start term, everything. So it's very easy to use. So we'll hit I'm done, review my selections. This page will just track your progress for each application. It's really nice because as you fill in supporting information, academic information, etc., this bar will fill up. So it's a nice graphic to see as you're filling out the program or filling out the application for each program. We'll go to continue. All right, now this is like the main screen that you'll always see. It's really broken out into 4 squares. You've got personal info, your academic history, supporting information, and then program materials. Here it says you can get started by entering your colleges. We're just gonna go in order and start with personal information. So this is probably the easiest one to do because it's all just demographic type things. You'll put in your birthday, your contact info, citizenship, race and ethnicity, other information. Like I said, very, very straightforward. Family info, etc. So now let's go back to academic history, a little more in depth. It's going to ask you for your high school information, the colleges you've attended. See that here. You can search for it. Transcripts. So this is where it was telling me to go to earlier. And this looks like it's new. Need help with transcript entry, watch this video. So that's pretty cool. Go to colleges. Oh, I guess you have to physically enter a college. So I'll enter where I did my undergrad. Alright, so now once you put your college in, it'll give you the download transcript request form. Here it gives you your Caspa ID, and this is the guy that you're going to send to your college. And this is how you're going to get your transcript and how it's going to get put into Caspa. As you can see here, it gives the instructions to the registrar. So that's how you do that. This you can do. You can choose to have your transcript input professionally, or you can do it yourself. I did it myself. You just have to do it slowly, make sure everything matches the physical transcript exactly, otherwise there'll be delays in processing. But yeah, that's an option for you. So we'll say no thanks, I'll do it myself. Alright, that's about it for that. That takes a little while. Just keep in mind that this whole application is going to take you some time. Here's where you'll add your GRE or MCAT if you took it. If you speak a foreign language, you'll have to put your TOEFL in. Go back to the application. And then as you can see, it's tracking your progress in real time, which is nice. I have supporting information. This is where you will have your letters of recommendation. You'll submit those here. All of your patient care experience is going to go right here. It'll ask which type, patient care, you'll put the organization, and then this is how they'll calculate the hours. So if you were part-time, 20 hours, and then say you worked for, I don't know, just a year, I guess. That's how you're going to get your 1,000 hours that way. A lot of people have questions about how patient care experience is calculated in Caspa, and that's all it is. You just put, on average, how many hours a week you worked as, say, a CNA. That's what I was. And then just kind of guess at the number of weeks. As long as you're close, it doesn't matter too much. Here where you'll add your achievements, whether that be an award, honor, scholarship, a publication of any kind, certifications that you may have received, or licenses, and then they want a brief description. This is your personal statement. So this is the big guy right here. You should really, honestly, start on your personal statement. I would say soon. Don't wait until the application cycle actually opens, because, I mean, this is the question. You can easily work on that now without having to wait until the end of April. So I would definitely try and knock that out of the way. It takes a little bit of time. I think it took me close to a month, but from the time I started until like the last person proofread it, because you want a lot of people to read this. Have your family members, your friends, try and get a PA to read it. People in your undergraduate program, you just want as many eyes on that thing as possible, just to make sure it's pretty much perfect. This is just a simple Caspa release statement saying that basically I'm assuming that everything is true to your knowledge, I guess. Here's any maybe professional memberships you might have, yeah, that you can add. So we'll go back to the main page. Program materials, this is where the supplemental applications are going to be housed. Maybe I don't think every program's supplemental application is going to be on Caspa. I think it kind of depends, but it will tell you about the program you're applying to. As you can see, this one accepts a max of 36 students, and they begin in May. Here are their prereqs. And I'm pretty sure that as you fill in your coursework via the transcript entry, it'll tell you, it'll make sure that you checked all of these boxes basically. So we'll go back. I wonder if these have. So yeah, this is part, like you'll see questions here. Again, here's more background information. But here you'll see this tab, questions. And these are like the supplemental questions that you'll have to answer. That one's really short. I hope this one has more. Let's see. Well, it doesn't. Let me see if I can find a program that actually has questions listed in there. Let's see. Okay, so we'll just, surely one of these is going to have something. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. This is a good one. Alright, so this is going to give you which documents you need specific to this program. So this one's requiring at least 500 hours, so they want a document showing that. They want your resume, military papers if applicable, exam scores. So yeah, and it gives you links for all of this, or places where you upload it. So that's nice. And then it'll again give you your prerequisites that you need for this program, and then questions. Let's see. But some programs do have open-ended questions where you'll have to fill out an answer. For some reason, I'm not able to find a program that does. But at least you know. Let's try this one. Questions. Here we go. Well, no, those are more specific to previous questions. Anyways, just be aware of that. Some programs will have kind of their, it'll be more so questions about the program, like why are you choosing. So for example, CUNY School of Medicine, what makes you a good fit? So that's what those questions will be. Yeah, so I think this button just tells you the status of each individual college or application. Here's where you'll see your transcripts arrived. Again, do that like day one when Caspa opens. And then here's so you can submit each individual application. You don't have to wait until all of these are filled out to submit them. So say I'm working on Charles Drew, since the deadline is tomorrow. So I would want to make sure that I got that one in as soon as possible. So I would submit that. But you can still continue to work on these other ones after you've submitted your other programs. What else is there? Alerts. That's pretty much it. It seems like a lot, but once you dig into it, it's not too bad. Honestly, you could even, right now, you could go create a fake account and click your way through all of this. And you'd be a lot better off when it comes end of April and you actually have to create your real account. Sorry about all these emails. Tiffany & Co. Anyways, yeah, so that's what I did. Like I mean, that's what I didn't do. So when it came time to apply, when the application opened, this was my first time seeing all of this, so I really had to learn my way around the system, what needed to be done. And another thing to keep in mind is that you want to fill this application out really soon, because some programs offer rolling admissions. So that means as students apply, or as they receive students' applications on Caspa, they're determining whether or not they want to interview those students. And if they do want to interview them, they offer them an interview. And once they fill their class, say a program offers 40 seats, once those seats are full, then the application cycle for that program is closed for the year, and it won't open again until the following year. So that's why applying early is important. Just know which of your programs, if any, offer rolling admissions. If it's a standard admissions process to where there's just a deadline, and then they offer interviews like a month later, then you just need your program, or then you just need your application in by the program deadline. It doesn't matter if you get in early or not. And then another thing is, the earlier you apply, you can actually choose to have this initial, I think it's the initial fee waived. It's not showing it here, but for the first college, I think it's $177, and then afterwards, every program is $51. That $177 fee, I think you can have it waived, but their money is limited, and it's based on financial status and all of that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I hope this helped you. I hope I was clear. You can find me on my Instagram at daywithapa. That's where I post about my life with PA school, tips on interviewing, on applying, and basically everything in between. So yeah, thanks for watching.